Haha, people, what's going on? B5 here, man. It feels good to be back in the driver's seat. No pun intended. But hey, just wanted to let you know Drive Club isn't worth 65, the informal edition. No notes, no cliff notes, no writing it down, no rehearsals, none of it. Just freestyle mentality. I'm going to tell you how it is, the way I feel at this moment, but I'm going to try to give you as much information that you can figure out what this game will mean to you. Okay, and I think that's a very important place to start. Is what will this game mean to you? Where will this game fit in amongst the other race car games in this genre? Okay, we also want to talk about the cars. We want to talk about the tracks. We want to talk about the AI. We want to talk about online. We want to talk about offline. We're going to try to cover as much as we can. What people are saying, all that other stuff, critics and stuff like that. And I'm gonna try to help you put that in perspective. Okay. Let's start really real quick with where is its place in the race car genre, because I think, like I said, I think that's the important part, because we need to know, is there room for Drive Club? Now, I think unintentionally this game kind of fits into a certain mold. And I'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to identify some of the other games. We have games like Need for Speed. We have Grid. We have the new Crew that's coming out. We have Gran Turismo. We have Forza. These are just kind of just to name a few. I'm probably missing a couple or what have you. But these are kind of some of the mainstream ones that people are aware about right now. And briefly, I'll try to give you where where I sit with all of those. Crew, not really interested with it. I've seen some footage. I wasn't interested in the beta. Need for Speed, I was a long time Need for Speed gamer, and I just feel like it's kind of lost its identity through the many iterations of Need for Speed that they've been putting out. I mean, I think they're cranking them out a little too fast, and it's just kind of watering down the series, and just really just losing its identity from its origins. Gran Turismo for me is a great technical and simulation game, but it lacks a lot of the interior views. That weighs a lot for me. If you can't give me that interior cockpit view, I almost kind of overlook the game in that respect, because that's the way I want to race. That's just how I personally want to race. With bumper cams and attack cams. If you're good with that, then there's no problem. Forza is a game I think has a complete package. I think it does a really good job of balancing the game. But you know what they say: when you're really good at a lot of things, you're not really great at one particular thing. So, Drive Club. Where does Drive Club fit in? Now, I think Drive Club takes the place of a long forgotten series that I thought was really good, and it launched back on the Xbox, the first Xbox, the original Xbox, and that was Project Gotham. And if you're a Project Gotham fan, I think you're going to enjoy Drive Club, because to me, Project Gotham was a stunning stunning game graphically. It was also a fun and enjoyable gameplay. It really just, it balanced the simulation from the gameplay standpoint and arcade. It was more arcade because there wasn't a lot of customization and a lot of tuning, so that part of simulation wasn't there. But the simulation as far as how the car handles and how the car goes around the track or what have you, I think they did a really good job, and that's what I think Drive Club unintentionally has done. They have put themselves in a position where they really wanted to compete with Forza and Gran Turismo, but due to all of the issues that they've been having, like for example, you're probably waiting for your free copy of this game. This was promised at launch for the PS4, and just recently they said we don't even know if we're gonna deliver that. And this is like a year later. But as of right now, this is on the shelves. They're trying to make money off this. I think that you should probably support them, because I think this could be a heavy hitter in a couple of years. Okay. Right now the critics A lot of people aren't really giving this too much of a fair shake. They're saying it's a great bare bones racer, which is absolutely true. From that respect, I'm thinking if you're looking for more as far as in customization and all that other stuff, yeah, then yeah, the critics are right and the people are right. A lot of people were saying that there were some issues with online. I played some online games. I'm gonna show you some online footage in just a minute here, but haven't had any problems. We'll talk about that in just a second here. Let's go into the garage real quick. Let's look at the cars. I think there's about like 30 something cars or what have you. A lot of them you got to lock. A lot of you have to unlock. Some of them are unlocked. Excuse me. Just a nice little selection. That'll give you something to do to just unlock all of these cars. But where I think Drive Club shines, okay, where I think this game shines is the tracks, okay. Like anything else, you have events that you're a part of or whatever the case may be. Really simple environments. We have like the woodlands or so, or somewhere off of a cliff. Kind of a valley. The attention to detail on these tracks and these environments to me are very stunning, and they're definitely showcased in this game. And it's something to behold when you're looking at this in high resolution. Now, you're not going to really see it based on this as an upload, and it's going to go to YouTube and be recorded. But if you're looking at what I'm looking at when you pop this in, your TV can handle it, whatever. You're going to see some real attention to detail. So let's go ahead and start this race here. Look at the interior. Look at the leather stitching on the. I'm in the Mini Cooper, and that's all I can say. All I can say, look for yourself here. This is the view that I like to ride with. I like to do this view. Most people will play in this view, the chase view and the chase bar view. And I think online, this is probably more of a practical view. The cockpit view will probably be a little more, like when you get familiar with the game or what have you, and you know the tracks, you could probably get away with that. But right now, I'm not really familiar with the track, so I got to kind of look at, everything as much as I can in order to make an assessment here. But I'm going to kind of segue. You've been kind of seeing me bump into these cars and them bumping into me. That segues kind of into the AI. Sorry about the audio. I'm not exactly sure what happened during the rendering or whatever the case may be on but the audio's out, so I'm redoing this part. But I think I was talking about the AI. The AI is pretty standard across the board as far as in all erasers, but it's kind of noticeable that the AI drivers drive on, the line, and they rarely deviate from that line. They kind of bunch up. They're aggressive if you're on their line and their position. So it's pretty standard as far as an AI. Another place we could talk about is damage. You'll see just some of the dings and bumps that I'll get on the car. That's pretty much the extent of the damage. You're not really going to get a car that's going to be totaled or anything like that. So from that respect, it's just pretty standard. But all in all, I think the game, if you like Project Gotham, I think this is definitely something that you will enjoy. You can find on your shelf and feel good about that. The online, real quick, I forgot to tell you about the online aspect of it. I think the community is pretty good so far. The few games I've played, I'm gonna show you some gameplay footage, some online. But people generally try to have clean matches, so look forward to that. A lot of the previous online, I've always had problems with people just not knowing how to drive or trying to be reckless. But all in all, I think Drive Club is a great foundation for the start of something big. And if you have room for like another like Project Gotham type racer, then definitely get Drive Club. Definitely pick it up. It'll be worth it to you. But again, be aware it is a bare bones game. There's not a lot of customization and a lot of things you can do. It's just straight good old fashioned racing, beautiful tracks, and just good gameplay.